In this post, I want to talk about how FIFA has had those allegations of bribery and misdealings with like funds, and especially like South Blatter being under investigation after such a long period of time of people letting it go on, which I find pretty amusing that like now he's getting punished for it after he's being doing it for such a long time. It's very amusing, and like it's tarnishing football as a sport in general, like worldwide, because it is the most still the most played sport in the world, and it just makes it gives it a bad rap, which I'm very critical of because people should have already known that these people had some bad dealings, and especially now, like you can see in Germany, it came out that there's a lot of allegations that the 2006 World Cup was bought by the Germans, like votes were bought for them. So it kind of signified a change in the German DFB. So the president had to step down, like, or he did step down, but because of there's allegations that he had taken illegal bribes to get the voting for them. So it is pretty significant when a German president of the German soccer federation decides, or football federation, I know you like that word better, decides to step down, that there's most likely some truth to it, especially indicating a legend like Franz Beckenbauer to also be involved in this. But it doesn't really surprise me because as we all pretty much are aware of, in some shape or form, is that FIFA is very corrupt, and especially like now, did you see like workers' conditions and like the marketing office? But how is it possible to have a World Cup in Kuwait, for example, or like even like to look at the closest one that's coming up, like Russia, especially that there's like a threat of unsettling violence in the region. So with the world, especially like with the Americans not being a fan of Vladimir Putin, so we've already seen kind of a backlash on Russia hosting a big event with the Sochi Olympics, and how everybody was like against them because they had gay slurs and stuff. So it's kind of like it's gonna be kind of a challenging, challenging type of atmosphere, and there's probably gonna be a lot of more stuff coming out on that front with the World Cup, and especially like the Kuwait World Cup. Like I'm very interested in seeing how that's going to work out because they're far behind schedule in completing the stadiums and making sure that everything is run smoothly. And like FIFA is now considering changing certain leagues and try to get UEFA on board to suspend the play in like November and October, November, which is kind of interesting or weird. I would even consider it because like most of the leagues in Europe are in full swing at that time. So taking a big break would only benefit. I don't know, the players that play in Russia because they're used to like not playing in winter months unless they play in Europe. So it would just definitely be it's going to be very interesting to look forward to that development. I think there's going to be more stuff coming out on if they're going to cancel it or not. That's another big thing that I'm wondering about. I think the most recent allegations that Southwater thinks that he's going to be available to be able to attempt the Bella Ball, like, or the award. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's called the Bell Ball or something. I'm not very sure what it's called. Um, I can't pronounce it properly, but well, the best player in the world nomination ceremony or winning ceremony. He wants to attend it in the mid of January. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of reception he is going to get on that occasion. And that's kind of like my topic on that and how he he insists to stay on uh, as the president, even though he has been caught multiple times cheating. So that just gives a really bad name for any sponsors or any type of other partners that FIFA has, such as Cola and Visa and others, um, to help them keep sponsoring their events, because it is very interesting that the truth has finally come out, even though we all kind of knew that FIFA is corrupt. It finally has caught up to the officials that are running FIFA. So it's a very interesting topic to see how sponsorship deals and regulations in the biggest sport in the world, or the most followed sport, or played sport in the world, continues in the next few months and days.